Welcome to Zurich, Switzerland, a city that feels like the embodiment of balance, calm, orderly, and deeply connected to its history. But there's more here than meets the eye. Zurich was home to one of the most influential thinkers in psychology, Carl Jung. I didn't come here just to admire the lakes and mountains. I came here to reflect on Jung's legacy and to explore the lessons Switzerland has to offer for emotional balance. My own connection with Jung happened almost by accident. I stumbled across his concept of shadow self during a particularly tough time in my life. It felt like it was describing me, my struggles, my hidden fears, and the parts of myself I didn't want to face. Since then, his ideas have shaped how I approach growth, relationship, and even conflict. Today, I'll share how Switzerland and Jung have inspired practical tools for emotional clarity, something we all need in this chaotic world. Carl Jung's work might seem complex, but his ideas are incredibly practical. Here are 5 of his key concepts broken down for everyday use. Let's start with the shadow self. We all have parts of ourselves we hide, the shadow. It's where we bury our insecurities and fears. Ignoring it only gives more power. If you get irrationally angry at someone, ask yourself, what part of me does it touch? Often it's something we are hiding about ourselves. So, journaling about your triggers can help you face your shadow. Remember, what you resist controls you. What you face, you can transform. Individuation. This is the journey to becoming your true self, not the version society expects to be. If you spend your life playing it safe because you were taught to avoid risk, individuation means challenging the pattern and stepping into your courage. Think of individuation as a becoming, the main character in your life story. Start small, say yes to something that excites you but scares you a little in the same time. Archetypes. Jung identified universal roles like the caregiver, the warrior, and the explorer. We all play these roles at different times. Are you always the caregiver, helping others but neglecting yourself? Recognize when an archetype is dominating your life and make space for balance. Ask yourself, what role am I playing right now and it's serving me? This will help you for sure. The collective unconscious. This is the idea that all humans share common psychological patterns. It's why myths, movies, and stories often have the same themes, like the hero journey. Think about your favorite movie. Chances are it follows the pattern of living comfort, facing challenges, and coming back stronger. That's not a coincidence. It's a map of growth we all recognize. So, when you feel lost, remember that you're not alone. Your struggles are part of a shared human journey. And then, the balance between opposites. Life is full of opposites. Work and rest, light and dark, logic and emotion. You can go ahead. Jung believed that harmony comes from balancing these, not ignoring one side. If you're overworking and feel guilty for resting, you're out of balance. Rest is just as important as effort. Think of balance as a daily practice. Are you pushing too hard yourself in one specific direction? So try to adjust it. Jung ideas remind us that life isn't about being perfect, but about being whole. Switzerland is famous for its political neutrality. It stays out of conflict, focuses on diplomacy, and prioritizes peace. But this neutrality isn't just about politics, it's a mindset, one that we can apply to our own lives. Neutrality means pausing before reacting. It's about observing, reflecting, and choosing a response that serves you best, not just acting out of emotion. A study from 2019, published in Emotion, Gross and Yale, showed that practicing emotional neutrality, stepping back before reacting, can lower stress and improve relationships. Imagine You are in a heated argument with a friend, a colleague, and instead of snapping back or picking sides, you step back and say, "Let me think about this." That pause can change everything. Of course, there are pros and cons, like neutrality helps you avoid unnecessary stress and conflict, but at the same time, too much neutrality can make you seem disengaged or indecisive. So, next time you are in a tense situation, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, do I need to react now, or can I wait and respond more thoughtfully? This small step is a game changer. Switzerland, with its serene landscape and structured lifestyle, feels like a living metaphor for emotional balance. Here's what I've learned and how you can apply this lesson in your own life. Routine, the backbone of stability. The Swiss excel at creating structure in their daily lives, and this extends to everything from their public transport running like a clockwork to their predictable meal times. Routine provides a sense of control which can calm the mind. And why it matters? A consistent routine reduces decision fatigue and helps anchor you during chaotic times. It's like having a safety net for your brain. Start with one simple ritual, a daily walk, journaling, or even preparing coffee mindfully. Stick to consistent wake and sleep times to regulate your mood and energy. Use tools like habit tracker to build small but steady improvements. Face your mountain. Resilience through challenge. Switzerland Alps are a symbol of resilience. Climbing them is a hard work, but the view at the top is worth it. Similarly, embracing challenges in life helps you to grow stronger mentally and emotionally. Avoiding challenges may feel comfortable in a short term, but it leads to stagnation. Facing small mountains every day builds grit and confidence. Set daily mini mountains. Maybe it's finishing a tough task, having a difficult conversation, or trying something new. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Progress builds momentum. Remember Angela Duckworth in his TED Talk, Grit, the power of passion and perseverance. Growth comes from sustained effort over time. Please have a look on this video. Simplicity, declutter your mind and life. Swiss culture thrives on minimalism. They value quality over quantity, whether it's their precision watches or the way they organize their homes. Clutter, whether physical or mental, creates stress. Simplify your environment and decision free up mental energy for what really matters. The clutter can be physical. Start with one drawer or closet. Ask yourself, does this item serve me? Or mental declutter, like write down everything that's stressing you out and tackle one thing at a time. Decision simplify. Plan your meals or outfits in advance to reduce decision fatigue. This will make a big difference. And then the quiet time, the disconnect to reconnect principle. The Swiss are known for their love of quiet. Even in the bustling Zurich, there are pockets of silence, parks, libraries, and serene lakesides. Our brains need downtime to process emotion and recharge. Constant noise, whether from screen, social media, or endless notification, keep us in a state of mental fatigue. Dedicate at least 30 minutes a day to silence. No phone, no music, just you and your thoughts. Use techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness during this time to enhance focus. Experiment with screen-free Sundays to reset your mental energy. Balance work and rest, the Swiss approach. The Swiss work hard, but also know two values of rest. They have some of the shortest working hours in Europe, but remain highly productive. So, overworking might feel productive in the moment, but it leads to burnout. Balancing work with meaningful rest increases creativity and long-term performance. Adopt the Pomodoro technique. Work hard for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Schedule rest with intention, whether it's a walk, reading, or simply sitting with a cup of tea. Remember, rest isn't a luxury, isn't a necessary for productivity. Find joy in small pleasure. Switzerland loves the simple things, like a perfect piece of chocolate or scenic train ride, teaches us the power of savoring the moment. Happiness often comes from small, everyday moments, not grand achievement. Gratitude for this moment shifts your mindset toward positivity. At the end of each day, write down 3 small things that made you smile. When you are eating or walking, practice mindfulness. Notice the texture, colors, and sensations. Treat yourself to something simple you love, like your favorite coffee or a walk in the nature. Community and connection. Learn from Swiss scenes and belonging. Switzerland has a strong sense of community. From local tradition to tight-knit towns, they value connection that lasts. Loneliness is a major contributor to mental health struggles. Building and maintaining meaningful relationships improve your emotional well-being. Make time for one meaningful conversation a week, even just a phone call. Join a group or a community centered on something you love, whether it's sport, books, or volunteering. Remember, it's not about how many friends you have, but the depth of your connection. The beauty of nature. The Swiss essential. The Swiss live surrounded by breathtaking mountains, lush valleys, and pristine lakes. Nature isn't just a backdrop, it's a source of healing. Spending time in nature reduces stress, boosts creativity, and improves focus. The more connected we are to the nature, the more grounded we feel. So, find a park, a garden, or even a small balcony where you can connect with greenery. Try the forest bathing. It's a Japanese practice of mindfully walking through nature. Keep plants at home and bring nature indoor. This will be a daily habit that makes you feel like you are constantly going ahead with your small pet. I would like to share with you a quick recap of today's episode for you to bring home some practical concept. Number 1, neutrality teaches us to pause and reflect. Not a negative attitude, but a moment for us to see things from a different perspective. Then the experience of Carl Jung philosophy helps us to face our shadows, balancing the opposite, and find our authenticity. And Switzerland inspires silence, simplicity, and calm. Let's have some takeaway from the habit in this country that can enrich our day-by-day life. So, choose one idea today, whether it's journaling about your shadow, embracing quiet time, or simplifying a decision, and try it. Reach the star within by balancing the chaos around you.